To make history, the first Latin American Assemblyman in Long Beach history. Say hello, Juan.
How you doing? Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Juan, say a few words about you grew up here in Long Beach and you're excited about doing a job for the district.
Sure. So I'm a lifelong resident of the district. I went to kindergarten in Blackheath, and I went to East School and Lido, and I went to middle school. So I graduated from Long Beach High School. Lifelong resident of this district, and I want to be here to help you folks here. And it's time that we get the right people in the office, because quite frankly, we elect the wrong people sometimes, and it's a lot of mismanagement. And the other issue is we got to protect our clean water, the aquifers too, because the city's trying to trap into the aquifers of the city and their saltwater intrusion, which could be very risky for us. So we've got to protect our clean water. And the opioid crisis that we have going on here in Long Beach, 85 lives were saved last year just on Narcan, so that's a growing epidemic, and we need funding and resources. And our roads and infrastructure needs to be fixed as well. I mean, our potholes and streets and everything else, so we need more funding and resources for our district.
Juan, talk about coming to where you grew up, what country you're from, and talk about your family making it here in Long Beach.
So I came here from El Salvador, escaped the war in 1981, and we grew up here. And I tell people I was raised here and educated here. And Long Beach made me the person who I am today. And for that reason, I want to give it back and help out folks. And I'm going to do the right thing for you guys. Okay? So remember, September 13th, vote for me, please.
Juan Vides, ladies and gentlemen, September 13th.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm with Juan Vides. And Juan, let's start at the very beginning.
Sure.
You're running for Assemblyman.
Right.
Talk about the fact that you were born, grew up, in Long Beach guy.
Well, I was.
Let's talk about that.
Sure, yeah.
Let's talk about your history in Long Beach and why
Absolutely.
this means so much to you.
Okay, definitely. So I was actually born in El Salvador.
Okay.
In 1981, I came here to Long Beach. I landed on the beach of Long Beach, and if you can see the picture, I do have a picture of when I was a kid in Long Beach right here. You can see right here. You can zoom in. I was 4 years old when I landed on the beach of Long Beach, and you know, I came here for a better life. We were a refugee for escaping a war, war-torn country. That there was a lot of violence, bullets, bombs, and you know, a lot of unfortunate things that used to the war happen. So that was my livelihood when I was 4 years old. And I came here, and I went to kindergarten. I went to Blackheath in Long Beach High School. I went to East School. Lido. I went to Lido, and I went to middle school and graduated from Long Beach High School. So I tell people Long Beach is raised me, and Long Beach educated me to be the man I am today, which I want to represent the district, District 20. I'm a lifelong resident of the district. I've also lived in Island Park. Actually, my wife teaches in Island Park. She's a teacher, a special ed teacher for 10 years. And I've lived in Oceanside now for 9 years. So, you know, if I'm a lifelong resident of this district, and I want to give back, I want to help out. I've had my own business for 13 years now, my own family business. We do digital marketing for attorneys and other, you know, services, professional services as well. And look, I just want to do the right thing, and I feel that a lot of people mismanage a lot of stuff. As a business owner, I'm getting tired of the mismanagement in politics. And I really want to do the right thing. As a business owner, I know I could be a good candidate and know what a balance sheet looks like, because I know that sometimes we elect the public officials that don't even know what a balance sheet is, or have seen one for the first time. So, some of the issues that I'm fighting for is we got to protect our waters. You know, the saltwater intrusion for our aquifer is really important, because I know the city wants to take the water from us, and there's other places that they want to intrude our wells, and we have to protect our water for clean water. And the other things that we're fighting is infrastructure as well. We need a lot of funding for our roads and other infrastructures. and the opioid crisis, which is really big right now. I mean, to give you an idea, about 85 people were saved, lives were saved by Narcan last year in Long Beach, just in Long Beach, 85 people. And, you know, we got to fix the railroad, the infrastructure of the railroad. We were always getting late, you know. I mean, people, we're all commuters, you know, so we understand when it sucks when we're running late. So these are some of the issues that I'm fighting for. And don't forget, September 13th, come out and vote. We need change. We need people who know the district. Again, we're a lifelong resident of this district.
Juan, when you're out there meeting the residents of the district, what are some of the big concerns a lot of people have? What are some of the most important things that people have on their mind that they address with you that are on the concern of the voters in the district?
Well, I mean, the common consensus that I'm getting from speaking to a lot of voters is that they're getting tired of the corruption. I mean, that's number one. It's, but I like to say it's the mismanagement because it's, like I said, they may be doing, if there's corruption, then everybody would be arrested, right? I mean, our governments, our laws are set up that way. So we have to say that it's mismanaged, and I think that there's a lot of mistakes that are being done, and we have people that we need experience. Now, I've sat on several board of directors. I've sat on the board of directors of the American Heart Association, and I have sat on the board of directors of Bethpage Federal Credit Union. So I have a lot of experience on being on the boardroom, handling management, and also my own business and running my own business. So, and I feel that being a public official, you have to set a budget and that serves the public, you know. So.
And let's say you do get elected. What are some of the things that you want to address when you get into the Assembly? What are some of the things that you say, you know what, when I'm the Assemblyman, I want to make these changes? So what are the things on the top of your list?
I mean, the first thing on top of my list, I want accessibility. I would love to have my office on the main road so it could be wheelchair accessible, you know, for people who have disabilities, you know. I don't want to hide. Some of these people's offices, they hide on the second floor. I want to have it in a store level. I mean, and be a true public servant and help people and any issues that I can help out, so.
You know, one of my all-time favorite people in Long Beach is the great Howie Wiesenberg. He probably held this office longer than anyone, had a great run, and he's beloved in Long Beach. Talk about his legacy and if you have the support of the great Howie Wiesenberg moving forward.
Yes, Harvey is a legend. Everybody that I speak to loves Harvey's. Actually, what's wonderful when you're knocking on doors and they're telling you, the voters are telling you about stories about Harvey. I'm like, wow, Harvey was just a man, this man, you know what I mean? There was one story that, you know, Harvey was just a tough guy. You know, he was a police officer, and thank you for the first responders. I would like to thank all the first responders in the whole state, the whole district, because first responders are very important to me. I always thank people in uniform because I never take it for granted being in this country, and I count my blessings every day. So thank you very much for the first responders. I'm there to support you guys, and like Harvey always did. And Harvey has big shoes. I have big shoes to fill for Harvey. I mean, over 25 years in the Assembly. The man is great. He's a great mentor, a great guru. He's the man. I can't say anything more than nice. And don't forget, Harvey led the charge for the people with disabilities, because his son, you know, he was a big advocate of people with disabilities, that they want a fighting chance. And I want to continue that as well. And I want to say something here. In my administration, I will hire somebody with disabilities, okay, to show and prove that my administration will be as diverse and inclusive with everybody. You know, and when I mean about diversity, I also mean people with disabilities as well. That's really important to have them in my administration.
That's extremely admirable. Now, some people who might not be aware of it, how widespread is the district? So, like, where have you been campaigning? Because I know it's more than Long Beach.
Oh yeah, it's so my district is Long Beach, Island Park, Oceanside, parts of East Rockaway, Hewlett, Lawrence, Inwood, Woodmere, Cedarhurst, and the 5 towns, Atlantic Beach and Point Lookout. So it's a pretty big district. So I've been walking the entire district and knocking on doors. Yeah, I mean, I lost, if you want to lose weight, run for public office, because I lost about 20 pounds. And, you know, I got a good tan. You can see how dark I am because I'm out there knocking every day. But it's a wonderful joy. I would say, you know, it's really, really a joy talking to folks and meeting new folks and getting out there. It's just, I love it. You know, I'm having the time of my life.
Now, you know, a big thing about politics is community. Talk about the fact that there's a huge Latino population in Long Beach and 5 towns, and the fact that you can speak several languages and you can speak to the voters in Spanish and English. How much of an advantage is that? And do you feel, if you do get elected, is reaching out to the Latino community very important to you?
Yeah, so it's important to include all the communities, because and having the barriers with language and building those bridges, you know, with communication. The fact that I understand Spanish and speak Spanish fluently will help me communicate those bridges, because quite often people, you know, they don't understand each other, or there's a lack of communication, and that's what's going on with this country. We're really getting divided. We should go back in the middle. We should just come back and let's come together, and we need to start communication. Communication is key in getting things done, and let's end this politics and let's get back to business. Let's just work together and let's be in the center. I mean, I'm sure that we can agree on certain things. You know, we don't have to all disagree, but let's just work on one thing and start with the basics.
Good, and I'm sure, you know, immigration has been brought up.
Yeah.
Talk about the fact how important it is, and how concerned some people have actually maybe even scared to death of being deported under today's climate.
Yeah. I mean, when I came to this country, I was very fortunate that the laws wasn't as strict as they are right now. I mean, you see the families separating. I told my mom the other day that, I mean, to see these kids go to separate the families is a shame. If my mom said to me she wouldn't want to even think about that if that happened to me and us when we were, you know, here coming over to this country. It's really sad. I think that's important, and I think we need to change our laws in other ways to protect families, you know, protect those kids, because no family should not be separated from kids. That's number one. And I know that our immigration laws need to be fixed. So, you know, you have to be compassionate to families, I think, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And we got to treat each other like human beings and not animals. We're not all animals. We're human beings. Let's treat each other with love and respect. Let's respect one another. And that's it.
Okay. Juan Vides, thank you so much, and we wish you good luck. September 13th is only a few weeks away, so good luck in the upcoming election. Thank you.
Thank you.